Everybody, it is a beautiful Friday here in 9B, and today I wanted to go ahead and show you guys give you guys Kiwi she just got fixed. Yay, just got spayed, so no baby pups for her. Hang on, mama, you gotta stay. Hang on, Neil, sorry. Gotta lock her up because she wants to go and run and play, but can't have that, y'all. Hopefully y'all can hear me. We just got some new microphones, so we should be back. Let me know if you can't hear me. Maria Mango's putting out some new flushes over here. I was hoping for some, but not the case. We do have a couple of fruits still holding. Of course, you got to have some decoys as well, the animals, but not a whole lot is going to hold this year. Maybe one or two. We do have this low little panty here with a couple fruits holding or showing that they want to hold, but the wind and rain is going to knock a lot of these down, so I'm not really counting on having all of these hold. Beautiful fruit set on there, and hopefully, like I said, we can get even 2 or 3 off of this tree. Would be very happy. That top one's going to fall off. Even if I can get 1 out of 3 on there, and then on the very top, just a bunch of flushes. All this is just straight new growth, which, and what I'm thinking is, look at this green anola with a fly of some sort in its mouth. What I'm thinking is to go ahead and trim this back down to here. I did strip that way it would make it more hurricane proof, but now since the foliage isn't coming back just yet, I'm going to more than likely just cut here and reset the whole tree and make more Marias. So I'll be grafting more, getting more out here, but grab a little vitamin while we're walking past the moringa. Always grab a little. Get you some multivitamins in the morning. It's rainy season, folks. We're back. It's raining every day. We had some good rain yesterday. So, got mangoes, 45 3-gallon mangoes. Still got a few left. Venus to cotton candy. We got avocados as well. With fruit. Oh, yeah. Only the finest Fisher Price fruit waiting for you. We got Brogdon Day Donnie. Ooh La La. Yeah, it's got a fake one there. Ooh La La, Wurtz, and no sold out of Winter Mexican, so it's just the Wurtz that we have here. A couple more 7 gallons, and everything is looking beautiful, man. This rain just makes the trees and the plants just really pop like no irrigation can do. It just feeds them. It loves it. The rain is the best, y'all. Can't replicate it. Yes, there's glyphosate in the rain, thanks to y'all spraying so much, right? There's actual residue of that wonderful stuff. That's a nice weed killer. Yay! Because we're just getting it poured onto us by the rain, but we still got trees. We got Asian pears, persimmons. I am tipping a couple of these, getting them down a little bit lower, just in case people want them to look a little bit better. Oh, since we're here, we got some sweetie pie blackberries that are fruiting for the first time. Haven't had these yet. Still waiting. And these are thornless. Only a few left. Did move some this week. Fruiting. Thornless little vines that will give you a ton of little fruits. Supposedly very sweet. Kind of like the name suggests. We got sugar apples over here. What's up? Happy Friday, folks. Thanks for tuning in. What's up? How you doing? Our happy little free range chicken and duck farm. Okay, that's a long one, but welcome, welcome. Herbs and all kinds of different times, parsleys, a couple of the pretty stuff for if you like the colors, like some coleus, longevity, spinach, Okinawa spinach, jaboticabas. We got them in 1 gallon, and we got them in 3 gallons. We got some Grimmel hybrids. For Trantha, we got some peppers, different types. What else we got today? Everything is looking great. I've been planting more seeds in as well. Got some anomaly seeds, and they're working right now. Just got 4 of them. Got to up pot these moringas as well. Black zapotes are still kicking off, little seedlings. So just because some of them spring out sooner than others, It's all right. Give it time, and the rest of them will catch up. More little red hybrids coming over here, and I planted a bunch more over here. I just got like another 100 seeds in, so those will be all coming out. A lot of the grafts are looking good, some more than others. Patience game, folks. This one is all carry here. I think I did 3 carry grafts, and all of them are taken on there. Have I mastered it? No. I'm still learning, folks. I still make mistakes. I still lose some grafts. That is part of the deal. It's a numbers game. Does every graft take? No. But you keep trying, and you keep trying to hack Mother Nature. Next one in here is a bunch of different grafts of mulberries, waiting for those to kick off, but some will take, some not so much. But you keep more in, and oh, sorry about that. Trying to see what happens out here. We're getting some drop mangoes left and right over here with the wind and the rain, and also what the trees will actually hold. I just saw one down here that fell. This is a little Fairchild, so I got to take this one off, get that bottom one off, so that way the weight doesn't bring the other two down. Here's an example. Oh, what a failure you are. You failed. Oh, no. Keep going. Here's another failure. Dried up. Gone. There's probably one right there. We fail out here, folks, but how do you get better? By failing. That is part of it, okay? Got these two in. These are gigantic Suriname cherries, the larger of the fruits. This one's a very nice cultivar. If you like the Surinams, you like Batangas, they're the larger ones. And then Glen over here, holding a ton of fruit, which is a characteristic of this mango. Gives you lots of them. Pretty classic flavor. It's nothing to write home about. You're not going to wake anyone up once you eat it. I just had a drop, yay big, the Easter egg. It dropped the other day, and I took it in the house, and now it's starting to smell really nice. So hopefully we can go ahead and have a little early mango. I already had my first mango of the season. Oh, there's another drop one in there. Oh, hang on here. One drop down in the bag. So bags are good because it'll hold the fruit in, but it also shows you where, to go ahead and look for as well. So it does help. Just do I want to bag every single fruit out here? No, I don't want to. It takes time, and then when you start bagging them, you get them to fall over. Oh, here's a new one in the ground. Fell into the hole right over here. This one is the mountain soursop. In the greenhouse for a while, but I'm like, man, it needs to go on the ground. Give it a nice little spot here. It's semi-shade, so cool little area underneath this oak over here. Gives it plenty of room to cool off and hopefully give us some good production there. Am I after the fruit? Not so much, although I am curious to be able to taste it. Some complain that it's not the greatest fruit, and I'm not there for the fruit. I'm there for the leaves, really. But cool little tree, takes the cold very well here, so let's find out if we can't have a few. We got CAC or CAC giving us a few. I think we only got 2 holding on there, but looks like this one needs to be bagged up because it's out here in the open. And just been moving some things around. I brought this little red hybrid out, changing little things here and there, giving them some more TLC as needed. Valkyrie still rocking too. M4 still dumping out a bunch and dropping a bunch more. I just cut them and smell them once they drop over here because I like to pick up on the tones in there. But dropping a bunch of little babies in there. I did go ahead and give it some more of the ant baits as well. But we have a bunch over here netted up, and mainly the ones on top I'm kind of just leaving open just because I figure the squirrels can't get to them at the moment, and Kiwi can't knock them down. I think most of the lower ones are from Kiwi, but we don't know yet. Haven't seen her lately. And out this one already fell off here, but we got a few on here. Maybe if I can get a dozen to go ahead and hold on this tree, I'll be pretty happy. But we got some others here. We got some avocados that are holding some fruit for the first time. I thought I had one here on the day, unless it fell off already. Oh, we got babies down in the pots. A little baby avocado. Never had a chance. And it's only in a 7 gallon, so I'm not expecting a ton, but this one this year, but May have to wait till the following. Patience, folks, patience. These are baby trees, baby system, and we're working it out slowly. Over here, we got Barbados that's flowered up, fruited up. Where are the fruits? We don't believe you. All right, they're green, so a lot of them are kind of blending in right now. But this thing is holding a bunch of fruits. What does it taste like? Is it like a sweet little cherry? Like, no, this one, to me, it tastes like a sweet red pepper. Okay, if you get it to where it is orange, it's kind of sour, but I like to wait, and I think I've said this many times, but I like to wait until it's like a dark cherry, like a black cherry almost. I'm trying to see if we have any fruits that are available, but it doesn't seem like we have any. Oh, there, I see you, buddy. There's a tiny one there, and that's still undercooked. You want it dark on there. You want that black hue. That way the sugar is really concentrated in that. Right there would be a little sour, but it's not a bad fruit. It's not my favorite Florida cherry, but here where it's at, she's happy right here, tucked next to all the Mexican sunflowers, so it keeps it nice and warm. And it has more of that sprawling type of growth habits where it just wants to lay down and do its thing. Can be grown from cuttings as well, but nice little fruit that getting more colors as well. Nana's buying more. Thanks for the neighbor to donate these awesome metal chairs. And then I pulled out the Estinga hybrid over here, put her out on this log to give her some cool little look in there. I think it's a great location for it. Little sun, little shade, lots of rain over here will hit it, so figured I'd bring her out. Red hybrid needs to be up potted over here, hopefully to get some fruit. I got this one from Adam. Size tree here that hopefully should be popping here any minute. I'm hoping to go ahead and get something off of that. And then the third Maria mango, putting on beautiful, beautiful leaves, y'all. This cultivar is something especial. I'm telling you, you guys will know it. You're going to love it. You're going to grow it as we spread it. Trust me, be on the lookout, y'all. I'm going to put a bolo out for the Maria mango once it's out. Look at this, folks. My neighbor gave me this white jaboticaba because it wasn't fruiting for her. She had it for I don't know how long, and she donated it to the nursery. So I came over here, up potted it, gave it a good trim. It has a bunch of like old foliage up here that was all dried up. So I went ahead and trimmed it up, and boom, just that quickly. Already gave us little flowers. So hopefully we can try that one. And that's our first fruiting, our flowering and fruiting nursery. Sunrise mango, two little babies on the very top there. We'll see if we can't hold those. And then rosy gold, drop 2. This penny had 3 mangoes holding on there. The other 2 fell, which are inside. Hoping to see if we can't eat them at least at a green stage. But this one now only has what, 3 holding, and it's a small tree. Trust me, it's a very small tree, but that's okay. It already produced for us last year. I don't mind it holding a few more pickerings. This one dropped this pickering. Let's give it a cut and let's see how she smells. Hang on here, folks. Thanks for tuning in. It is Friday. So here's what we do. When they're semi decent size, you can't do much with them. I cut them and I just pick up on the aroma on that. You can't really eat it. I'm sure some people, if you do taste it, doesn't smell like much, not much scent to that, but that's what I like to do. Just toss them back in there. See if I can pick up any scents on there, but not today. Ugly Betty, not looking so ugly. Looking beautiful in this little bag here. Nothing too crazy. A few little bit of bumps on there, but it's not ugly. It's not an ugly fruit, y'all. Betty looks beautiful. And if she tastes good, even better. And then pina coladas over here. Tiny little fruit on this little 7-gallon. Not stressing, not much, but if I can stun it, perfect. I know a lot of y'all are like, no, you don't want them to produce so young. I'm like, yes, please do, because I want small trees. All right, y'all want large trees? You know, go ahead and take off the fruit and get them to a little bit larger. And that's sugarloaf with none on there. But me, as for me, I just want them small. I want to stunt these trees. That way I can keep them in pot. I'm happy and fruit them. Easier to move. I don't need huge trees. This one is Pina Colada. No, not Pina Colada. My gosh, I just said that one. Peach Cobbler. This one's all dried up. Peach Cobbler. Looks like only 2. Kind of disappointing. It had a ton of blooms on here, and it looked like it was going to be very promising, but it dropped them all, except for this tiny ones, and that one's got some weird color on it. But all of those beautiful blooms and potential fruit down to solo dos. That's all right. I just want to taste it. Haven't had that one yet. Followed by a little Patanga tuba, flowered up over here. Very, very nice. Another one I have not tasted yet. Last year it only gave us 1, so that one was donated back to her. So this year we're going to go ahead and hopefully be able to go ahead and taste this one for the first time. Sour, sweet, something in a little miracle fruit. More avocados. These are actually holding on here. This one's the Poncharelli. Got a few on there. I guess these have to hang on here for about a year. A year to 18 months is what they claim, depending on the variety of fruit or avocado that you're growing. Oh no, you got shrooms in your I don't know, it must be from all this natural mulch that we have down in the pots. Oh, that's disgusting. What are you going to do? You have to spray it with fungicide, right? No, that's fine. All right, I totally welcome those. That just means that there's a lot of mycelium working in there, feeding the tree, exchanging nutrients, giving it all that she needs. In my opinion, you do your own, you grow your own. This is how I do it up here. I just leave them. If it's a shroom that's not going to go ahead and in there and it's not growing on the tree or showing any sort of fungus down below where it's eating away at the trunk, I'll leave it. All right, that's how I do it. You do whatever you need to do. As long as the tree shows signs of good health, then we're fine. Now, Malika held off, didn't do anything for us this year. No blooms, no growth, no nothing. So just sitting still, which is fine. It's still green, looking lovely. And then here's a new addition as well. Went ahead and put her. Wow, 2 Winonas in the hole in the same week. I know. This one is PPC at Demoya. Don't know too much about this one. Besides, it's a very large fruit and supposedly very nice and sweet. But I figured, hey, since we can't grow soursop up here, let's grow a nice Winona that is edible and a decent size. So that one is definitely for the fruit, but we'll find out if we can go ahead and grow any. Super Jewel here. Sweet Tart is giving us a few still. 2 there. Beautiful. No colors or no markings on the fruit. Very clean. This one's still holding 3 down below here. The very clean fruits on this 7-gallon. Well, 1 in the bag as well. But only a few. Juicy Peach had a bunch on here as well. Beautiful little tree. And now down to just uno. Just the one little one. But it's all right, folks. This is gardening at its greatest right here. I'm not adding a ton to go ahead and make them hold everything. Whatever she wants to hold, that's what we get. All of the white zapotes are looking good in this rain. The only lemon zest. And then there was one little lemon zest in there looking clean. That's actually quite clean considering the rest of them had some markings and scars and scabs and all kinds of fun stuff. But this one looks okay. So that's all right. Patience, folks, patience. Shangri-La is looking great. Phoenix, lots of foliage, looking good. Just not much working on there. I won't be able to eat that one this year from this tree. If I buy some, if I eat it this year, it won't be from here. I will have to purchase it. Same thing for orange sherbet, none on the tree this year. So I'm gonna have to outsource that one. And then Rollinias, all this new rain is making right now. So hoping to see at least 1 or 2 hold, but I just watched that I watched Har's presentation on Anonas, and he was explaining how which I want to say thanks, because that man, I did learn a bunch about that presentation. He's an OG in the field. He's been doing this for a while, and yeah, he's more than likely right. I think that these Rollinias aren't going to kick fruit this year, just because from what I'm seeing, they're fruiting, or they're but everything falls off. So even this, like at Demoya, this Lisa at Demoya, I'm not thinking that it's going to hold any of the fruit this year. He was stating that it takes a few years for the tree to actually hold on to the blooms and the fruit. So here's some more there that are open. I mean, can we get them to hold? Don't know. If it's just young and it's just going to drop everything, that's possible too. But this is the first year that these trees are flowering for me. Rollinias that have been with me for 4 years now, 3 or 4 years, but we can't get any fruit, then there's always next year. We wait, folks, we wait. P22 with the 3-pack on there. And then this one over here has got a bunch of blooms on it as well. Another Rollinia here. These blooms are open, so I could come out here, start hand pollinating, which is more than likely what I should be doing today. Just to see if we can't get any of these to hold. Haven't had the fruit. I'm dying to taste it. Hard to find. I haven't even heard of anybody selling it, so we'll find out. Florigon, a ton of fruit showing beginning on in the season, and they all fell off. Is it the tree's fault? Is it the dog's fault? They had a bunch of low ones in here. Don't really know. What's up? Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. So now she's just going to flush out and look all right. What I'll more than likely do is come back and give her a haircut, grab some of these, keep her small, and then wait till next year. Bunch of seedling mangoes over here as well, still rocking and rolling, waiting for grafting season to go ahead and kick off again. Once this fruit comes off, then I'll find out which ones I need to graft. If you want any of them grafted, let me know. I can do some custom grafting for you. Harvest Moon, no fruits. Sorry about the neck on the tripod over here. And y'all remember this Meyer lemon that I put over here in the shade. Still getting beat up by the leaf miners. That's natural. But I have more faith in the citrus game now. Okay, let me explain. So I went to a customer's house and saw that he had some ancient oaks that he had growing underneath the oaks. Or he had some ancient citrus that were growing underneath the oaks, and his trees, all of them had big fruits on them. The leaves looked impeccable. Everything looked great. Top of the AM from, yeah, what's up? From zone 8A. A little bit colder. Bacon avocado. Holding on a few over here. How many does she want to hold? I don't know. Haven't had this cultivar yet. Supposedly it's a sweeter fruit, but it's a small tree. It's only like 3 feet tall. So yeah, I don't care if she holds 1 or 2. If I can keep her small back here, then mission accomplished. And then the red pomelo kicked off a few blooms, but nothing held on this one. Maybe next year. See, that one dried up. Nothing was pollinated in there. But yeah, going back to that citrus, I saw some successful citrus trees growing in the shade. I'm not really worried about the foliage and what it looks like now, but I know it will kick back out. I got the May Sapote. I know this is one that is not going to make it long term, but I had the little seedling. This was the seedling that, or the seed that I got from Homestead. My mom went down to Homestead, I think last year, and was able to grab a mamey. I did a video on it, and it's a gorgeous mamey. Don't know the cultivar, but the seedling, the seed sprouted, so I figured why not plant it over here. My warmest area is on the north side, so put her down and we'll see what happens. Not really, but let's be hopeful. Let's try it out. Kerry Starfruit is coming back with a whole new flush of leaves, which then should be followed by flowers. So tune in for that. Hang on, more fruits coming. That's just for show. All right. That's just for show so people know what it is, but everything's looking good. Besides that, I won't have to water today, probably even this whole weekend. All the little seedling mangoes are hanging in there. We're getting rain later on today as well. We had a bunch of rain last night in the evening, so don't have to worry about watering, which saves me a few hours. I do like hand watering just because it gets me closer to the trees, and I get to notice all the pests. I get to notice any damage or flowers or fruits on it. So I do like to hand water. It's not for everyone. I know some people, they get tired of it or whatnot, but that's my favorite part of the day, to come out here early in the morning and start watering. June plums and Cathy's. June plums are holding a bunch of fruit now. I like to eat the leaves myself. I just walk around and graze on the leaves. Cathy's being protected. I just have this one that needs to be wrapped up as well, but only 4 fruits on Cathy. And then I also moved a lot of the mangoes that don't have fruit, moved them over here to this area. That way they can get full sun, let them grow a lot bigger. And because there's no risk of them falling fruits, I put them over here because they can, they can take the higher wind. So I went ahead and left them over here. Opens up some of the pathways as well, like lemon meringue is over here as well. Angie. Valencia Pride. The old VP wants to hang on to just a few, which is fine. Even if she gives me one, I'll be pretty stoked on that. I want to keep this small. All right. That is the main objective of the, basically force her to fruit. That's a tiny one. It's not going to hold. Force her to fruit. That way she stays small. I do not want a 50-foot tall VP over here. I only got 10 feet in between both sides. Maybe 5 feet down over here to the Pisang Raja. So don't want it too big. And how do you do that, Dwayne? How do you keep your trees small? I have no idea. What would you have to do in order to make this all possible? I have no idea. That same common thread is, well, the spacing thing, right? How do we space these, and how do we keep them from, growing into one another? No clue, right? I guess if you just trim them, maybe, just maybe, you can keep them all happy and fruiting. Now, what is your main goal? What are you trying to accomplish here? Are you selling the fruit? There's a little graph that I did. It's taken. Are you selling the fruit? Do you want maximum amount of production? Do you want to start a fruit stand, right? Are you growing out the cultivars because you're a fan? So there's 1,000 ways to do this, right? So the backyard growers, they go, hey, 20 feet apart, that way you can go inside and watch football and drink beer. Well, if that's your main claim, then yes, plant them all 20 feet apart. That way there is no pruning. That way you can go sit on the couch, soak up that AC, and just go out and harvest whenever those trees start producing fruit. As for me, that's not my style. I'm out here every day, and I like to shape. All right, this is part of my repertoire. I always have pruners, always walking around shaping them. This is why I can get away with planting really close. Now, how long does this last, Wayne? These are all brand new trees. You're doing this now, but what happens in 5 years? Well, that's where you tune in and find out in 5 years if this still works or if it doesn't. All right. Will my trees be much bigger in 5 years? Well, yes, they will. But will they be shaped properly? That way they can all grow together. The main goal here. Let's find out if this works. All right. Because that's what I hear from all of these videos is, if you want them closer, you got to prune more. Well, if you prune more, then you get away with that, right? So it is one of those things where space, yes, matters, but that depends on what you want to do with your tree. Okay? If you want a ton of fruit, then yes, you want big trees. You want small trees and small amount of fruits, well, then you get more cultivars. All right, what are we looking at here? This one is a Sri Kembangan star fruit that I've been dying to go ahead and get a bricks test on here. And let's see if any of these are ready. Man, they're not quite ready yet. I'm giving them a little tug. Hang on here. I'm giving them the old tug, and see that green line on there? They're not all the way ripe. I'm giving them a little tug and they're holding. So I don't want it to affect the test on there. I'm just giving it the little finger shake on there to see if it's possible. That's got a lot of orange in there. Sorry about the camera angle. I'm trying to reach in there to see if it'll come off, but not today, folks. Not today. I brought the bricks meter thinking, hey, we're going to go ahead and test one of these today, but not quite ready. So we got to get a test to find out if it's the sweetest, if she's going to stay here. If not, I'll give her the eviction papers. There was something really cool in here. Oh, right here. Check this out. Get some mango trees, y'all. Look at that. Little eggs in there working. What type of bird is it? I don't know, y'all. I don't know all the natives like that. Someone told me it was some sort of get the name that they said, but he's like, it's a wren or something else. I'm like, I couldn't tell you. But anyways, we got eggs, all right? 50 cents a piece, all right? Organic eggs. No, I don't have chickens, but we'll sell you some bird eggs. But yeah, today is a lot more chop and drop. I got to go ahead and take care of some of these Mexican sunflowers. Now that we're getting more rain, I can go ahead and open this up now. Allow these trees to breathe a little bit. Sunflowers are great. Right now they're blooming, which is phenomenal for the neighbors. They can't be mad at you when you're feeding them flowers over the fence. So ton of blooms out here. They bloom 2-3 times a year. So beautiful pollinators. This is great for like butterflies, bees, all of them, all of the above. You can see all of them up there. Hopefully y'all can see that. They're all up there working. They're huge. They say like 10 feet online, but man, they seem okay. But very nice for windbreaks, very nice for cold protection, depending, because they do freeze once we drop below 30s or like 32, they'll freeze, but they're very nice for what they are. I use them and I will continue to use them. Like this. I put a Kathy little seedling in between these two Mexicans here. It's in the shade. I know. I'm going to trim this up. We'll let some sun in. But for the moment, seedlings do like a little shade. So I like to go ahead and plant them out of the sun for the first couple of years. M4 still doing good. The Miwok kumquat is holding some fruit finally. The blooms turned into fruit. Nothing crazy. It does take a long time for them to go ahead and show you what it's going to give you. Still got some mulberries over here, some Bryce's World's Best. Holding on here. They're kind of dry now, but... And then this one found a home. Another mango. Man, we got another one. This one's a return to sender. This one's a Ceci Love, return to sender. Had it in a pot, and I was like, man, let's put her in the ground. She's a small tree, so I literally put her next to the Connect 4. Maybe 7 feet. Pretty close, but I'm going to keep her small. All right, Ceci loves a small tree, so this will be a small tree, under 10 feet for sure. Okay, but this is my style. This, okay? First and foremost, Dwayne, should we grow like you? No. Where are you located? And what's your main objective? What are you trying to accomplish? Do you want a ton of trees? Do you want just a few? Do you like work? Do you like being outside? Do you like to sweat, battle mosquitoes, all of the Florida elements? If you do, then grow like me. If you don't, plant them 20 feet apart, go drink beer and watch football, all right? That's what everyone wants to do. A lot of people don't want to put in the work these days. A lot of lazy. As the summer temps heat up, people will start dodging being outside. There's the last thing they want to do is run around and work and sweat because, oh my gosh, it's so hot and I melt in my makeup. And listen, man, get outside, grow some food. Mother's Day weekend, y'all. All right, check it out. Y'all continue to buy your mothers, cut flowers saying, oh man, it's great and happy Mother's Day. Here you go. Here's a beautiful bouquet of long stems for 50. That lasts for a week, you know. Stop all that, man. It's 2025. Here's what we do for mothers. We give them real fruits, organic fruits, okay? By fruit trees, that is. Give them a tree or two. They deserve it. Don't give them the gift that, you know, gives them beauty and love for now. Give them something that's going to go ahead and give them fruit and give them some sort of satisfaction in years to come. Then they'll remember the day, right? They'll be like, man, I remember when you gave me that tree and now look at it. And now we're all eating good. And you save on future groceries, like David the Good said. This is future groceries, all right? Anyways, It's a hot one. Y'all stay nice and cool. Get out in the garden. Let's grow some food. New mics on decks. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Have a blessed weekend. Happy Mother's Day. Come on by, ladies. If you're a mother, we'll hook you up with some cut flowers here. Yay. No, Mexican sunflowers. We'll hook you up. We'll give you some cuttings if you would like. But come over and say what's up. We'll be here all weekend. Sunday, 12 to 5. 10 to 6. All right. Later, y'all. Peace. Love you. Jesus loves you.